This is News Channel 3 Daybreak.
Now on Daybreak, looking for answers. Law enforcement executes a search warrant at the apartment of the Kroger mass shooting suspect.
13 shot, 1 killed in what the police chief there is calling the most horrific event in Collierville history. What we've learned about the woman who died.
And witness to a nightmare. We'll hear from those who watched in horror as the gunman opened fire. 5:30 on your Friday morning. Welcome into Daybreak. I'm Zanetta Lowe.
And I'm Todd Demers. You may not know this at home, but Zanetta, you were like the first reporter on the scene yesterday. When did you get an idea that there was something going on there?
First indication was the sense of urgency that I saw from police officers on 385, somewhere between Forest Hill Irene and Houston Levee, just driving past me at a rapid rate of speed. The very first one was an unmarked car, followed by 7 others. I picked up my phone. First I was going to record, then I decided to call the TV station, and it was at that point that they indicated to me that they were listening and monitoring scanner traffic, which indicated a possible mass shooting at Kroger. So I simply followed along, drove, headed in that direction.
And when you got there, what did you see?
That was exactly what I saw. Police officers from every single agency in the area, SWAT team members, they were securing the scene. You saw that officer there wrapping that yellow crime scene tape. You see employees embracing one another, but that very first image was sort of what it looked like when I arrived, because they were just securing the perimeter. You got to understand, this is a massive shopping area, so people were everywhere. So they were trying to contain the scene. I pulled up in the parking lot and just frankly pulled out my phone and started shooting pictures and video to share with, folks in the community. I started to get a lot of text messages, calls, and Facebook messages from people in the area, from parents to business owners, letting me know either they were safe, asking questions about what was going on.
The pictures that I'm seeing, it sounds like it would be overwhelming, the amount of police presence that was there.
The presence was massive. That's in Collierville's district, obviously, so they took lead. And we now know that there was an officer that was practically already there. So the response time was immediate. But there were officers from every single surrounding district that converged upon that scene within a matter of minutes. I just went back a few minutes ago and looked at the timestamp on the first piece of video that I shot in the phone call. It was about 1:56. So I'd say probably, 2 minutes before that, maybe even less, a minute or 30 seconds was when I first saw those cruisers going past me. But you could tell from their sense of urgency that it was something different. We see cars like that all the time, but you knew something was wrong.
We have complete coverage coming up for you in just about 1 minute. Let me take a quick peek at the forecast, let everybody know what's going on with the weather, and then we'll continue our coverage there. Outside at this hour, we're going to continue to see the clear skies, the light winds, and I'm going to continue to call this comfortable conditions because Storm Tracker 3S is not finding any precipitation across the area. Our rain chances are going to be remaining near 0 for the next several days. So temperatures continue to be the big story. You'll notice it's 48 now in Covington, 50 in Tunica and Wynne, Arkansas, and I want you to expect more sunshine throughout the day with the southerly winds bringing these temperatures up slowly as we make our way through the weekend. Our high today will be nearing 80 degrees, and then we're talking about some low and mid 80s as we make our way through the weekend. It's still going to be very nice. It's going to be pleasant for any of your big outdoor plans, but just remember we are warming up. We're going to talk more about those temperatures with your complete forecast coming up in just a minute.
Todd, thank you. Collierville Police, with the help of federal law enforcement, is working to learn more about the gunman in yesterday's mass shooting. He lived in an apartment about a mile away from the Kroger where he opened fire. It is there that last night authorities executed a search warrant, and it's where we find our own Jarita Patterson this morning. Jarita, this is not too far from where this all happened. What's the latest in this residential, very typically quiet area?
It is extremely quiet, and that is what we experienced this morning. But Zanetta, things were far from, they were a lot different, I should say, yesterday. Folks, behind me is the Madison at Schilling Farms apartment complex. This essentially became a crime scene when local police, as well as agents with ATF, made their way in executing a search warrant. Keep in mind, we're only about a mile and a half away from the Kroger where this all happened. But it is here at this complex where we actually witnessed local police once more store, and ATF coming and going out of the shooter's unit, gathering evidence they hope will provide answers to questions like what motivated him to carry out such a heinous crime, and did anyone assist or did he work by himself? What we do know currently is he worked in the store's deli department as a third-party vendor. We have been told he was a sushi chef. Witnesses say he was armed with a long gun, is how they describe it, and was wearing dark clothes from head to toe. Here's more.
It's just a big gun, that's all I know. And this person comes in dressed in black with maybe a shield over her face, I don't know for sure. And I heard pop, 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 and I'm just like, I can't believe it's for real.
I saw a little bit of him. All I saw was he looked like he was Asian with long black hair. And one of my coworkers got shot in the head. And a customer got shot in the stomach.
At this time, the shooter is deceased. We believe that's going to be from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yeah, many describing this as a living nightmare. Now, shortly after the attack, police swarmed the gunman's car, checking it for explosives, we were told. But as of this morning, police have not said what they found in the vehicle, even what they may have found inside the gunman's apartment. Of course, we are staying in close contact with investigators in order to keep you updated, both on air and online. We are live in Collierville this morning. Jarita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
Jarita, thank you. Now, the Collierville police chief said he plans to hold a news conference this morning. Perhaps it's then we'll learn more about the shooter. We are learning more about that woman who lost her life. Our Quamitra Wilborn joining us now from the medical district with what we know about her and the other victims. Quamitra?
Yeah, Todd, the woman who was killed was a regular parishioner at her Catholic church in Collierville. In fact, we learned she attended service there just a few hours before the shooting. Her name is Olivia King. She is a widow with 3 adult children. In a Facebook post, her son says she was shot in the chest and that paramedics performed CPR on her all the way to the hospital. Ms. King was one of 13 people shot. There were so many victims. Ambulances were called in from surrounding communities. 9 of those victims were brought here to Regional Medical Center, 4 in critical condition. 2 patients went to Baptist and another 2 went to Methodist. Outside Regional Medical Center, families gathered, many unable to see their wounded relatives because of COVID restrictions. Back at the scene of the shooting, meantime, witnesses described the scene of absolute horror. Just take a listen.
I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. He's going to shoot me. He's going to shoot me. That's the most horrifying experience I've ever had.
And I can only imagine what she and everyone else who witnessed this tragedy are feeling right now. Some of those inside the store hid in a freezer. Others ran to the back, only to be followed by the gunman. One employee who's worked at Kroger for 32 years ushered co-workers and customers to safety. And for those who were not able to get away from the gunman, their battle continues this morning as they recover. Reporting live in the medical district, Quamitra Wilborn, WREG, News Channel 3.
Quamitra, thank you so much. Now, that Kroger in Collierville is still an active crime scene this morning.
Our Simone Woolridge joining us now from that store on Poplar with more on the police response. Simone, set the scene for us. What does it look like out there this morning?
Well, Todd, tonight we first want our viewers to know that this is not normal. Although we hear about mass shootings happening in places across the country, this should not be normalized. You're talking about people just walking inside of the Kroger, maybe just running in for a split second, wanting to do some shopping. You're also talking about employees being inside at the time of this. I just ran across a woman here. She works at this Kroger right behind me. She was actually on lunch when all of this happened. So I want to bring her in right here. Ms. LaWanda, if you can come in really quick here. So you said you were on lunch when all of this transpired, but when you came back, you saw the police presence. Tell me what you saw.
First of all, I was on my way back and I was coming at 72 in Poplar, which is around the corner. And I seen the police coming from every direction and they jumped out at Wendy's. So I pulled into the service station because I seen guns and I was like, I didn't want to, get in the middle of that, not knowing that it was at Kroger where I work. And and then when I pulled on the lot, I seen all the pharmacy workers sitting on the side crying, and I came on around and I seen some of my coworkers, you know, some had been shot. It was just a bad scene, something like out of a dream. It was crazy.
Yeah, these are your colleagues we're talking about here. Have you talked to some of them since all of this happened, how they're doing?
Well, we met up over by the auto parts store later, and it was a few of us that was okay, and everybody, you know, just because some of them was in there, and I couldn't imagine what, you know, just to be there to see what was going on. I don't know. I couldn't. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Did you know the gentleman by any chance who came in? Or?
I'm not sure if they given names, but I'm thinking it was the guy that worked in the sushi department.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So just tell us how you're feeling. I know this has to be very shocking. You're feeling very probably painful as well, and just it's very scary. So tell me how you're feeling this morning.
It's sad not knowing. I mean, I didn't know who all was shot. I seen one of the guys that I know in the meat department, Jonathan. I seen him come out, but I didn't get a chance to say anything because they had already roped mostly everything off. So, and I was trying to get back because I didn't know. You know, you don't know what's going on inside, and they were walking around like it was more than one person. So, you know, they was trying to get us out of the way. Then later on, they was thinking it was a bomb, so they pushed us on off the lot pretty much. So we kind of got separated like that. And I walked on around. My husband had come and picked me up.
It has to be scary for your husband as well. Her husband is standing to the side here. Just last question, and then we're going to speak to you, of course, a little bit later this morning. So as far as today, have they told you anything about, I know the store is, of course, supposed to be closed today. Has Kroger said anything? Has your manager said anything?
I hadn't talked to any management. I mean, I really hadn't been at this store long. So a lot of them don't know my name. The managers know me, but I hadn't talked to any managers or anything. And I'm thinking the manager was on duty was one of the people that was shot. I mean, it's sad.
Okay, well, Ms. LaWanda, we appreciate your time this morning. Again, I'm going to talk to her briefly in just a moment after I talk to you guys. If we have some time, I do want to break down, because I was supposed to share some information with you this morning. I just want to break down what's going on right now. So if I move out of the shot a little bit, you can see obviously still a very active scene here. Many Collierville police officers still on scene here, just trying to piece together answers as to what happened at this Kroger yesterday afternoon. We know that the call came into police about 1:30 yesterday afternoon. Of course, the response was very immediate, and turns out one Collierville police officer was already there. More showed up within 4 minutes, and then soon other law enforcement agencies were assisting, including Memphis Police, Shelby County Sheriff's Office, the FBI, TBI, and ATF. Despite the massive show of force, Collierville's police chief says that it was the actions of the workers and the customers who saved lives yesterday.
One of the things that I saw as I entered that building today, the training that's going on in this community and across this country for years saved people's lives today. How many of you have heard of Run, Hide, Fight? That's exactly what those people today did. We had 44 employees that were inside at the time this started, and we've accounted for everyone.
Okay, so you heard it there, Run, Hide, Fight. That's a phrase promoted by the Department of Homeland Security in case of an active shooter situation. Again, many police officers still on scene this morning as this investigation continues. Of course, we will also stay on scene this morning and bring you the very latest. But for now, we're live in Collierville this morning. Simone Woolridge, WRUG, News Channel 3.
5:44 the time now. Simone, thank you for the very latest information from Collierville. At this hour, Storm Tracker 3S continuing to have very light weather across the Mid-South. The stormy weather continues well to the north of us, with our next cold front getting ready to break up as it approaches the area. And that's why you will continue to hear me talk about a dry and stable weather pattern heading through the weekend. This morning, though, there's still a bit of a chill in the air. We're at 58 at the airport, but many of the surrounding areas this morning have dropped down into the lower 50s. Our forecast today does include sunshine, upper 70s for afternoon highs. Heading out this evening, those temperatures will be falling off, but slowly. Most locations will be in the 60s this evening, and by daybreak tomorrow, a little warmer. Still very comfortable, though, with 50s to near 60 degrees at daybreak, warming back up into the lower 80s throughout the course of the afternoon. So as we make our way into the weekend, do expect temperatures to be climbing a little bit. Nothing outrageous, nothing to change around your plans. But if you are going to be outside, I think you will notice the difference between the mid 70s yesterday to the low and mid 80s over the weekend. We could climb into the upper 80s on Monday and Tuesday of next week on the 7-day, but there's already another cold front with very little in the way of rain expected moving in early next week. That should drop temperatures once again by the end of next week as we get ready to, I'm going to say it, flip the page on the calendar. But again, that won't be until the end of next week. So for now, great weather will continue in the Mid-South, but just remember, it's starting to warm back up.
Good morning, everyone. This Time Saver Traffic Report is brought to you by your Memphis area Honda dealers. Yeah, so for starters, we are currently crash-free across the Mid-South. Fantastic news from early Friday morning. Right now, the flow traffic on I-40 heading in between the Chambers Chapel and the 4240 flyover. So about 11-minute travel time, clocking at 69 miles an hour for that 13-mile stretch. Just a quick look showing you I-40 over Witten Road. Flow traffic looking fantastic heading in towards the flyover. If you're heading east this morning, no reports of any delays for you. Right now, the time is 5:45. We'll be right back.
.549 is the time now. Our Team 3 coverage continues. Yesterday's shooting in Collierville is the third at a Kroger in recent years.
6 months ago, a man in Boulder, Colorado killed 10 people at a King Soopers grocery store, which is owned by Kroger. And in October 2018, a white man shot and killed 2 black people in a racially motivated attack. Here's what Kroger said in response to yesterday's shooting.
We're saddened and heartbroken by what happened here today. It is an emotional roller coaster, as you can imagine. And we, of course, have provided counseling for every associate who's here today. And we will continue to do that. We'll also close the store. It will remain closed until further notice. And we just want to say thank you to the police department, to the first responders who were rushing in as people were rushing out.
That was Kroger's Teresa Dickerson. Now, I had an opportunity to ask her yesterday if there was a security guard at the store as this was all unfolding. She said she'd have to get back to me, and that answer would likely come through police, which we know they're going to be having another press conference later on this morning.
That we will, of course, be covering. Our coverage of this shooting will continue. Plus, I'm going to have a closer look at your forecast for the weekend, and Corey will join us with traffic. Stay with us as Daybreak continues.
The #1 morning newscast, WREG News Channel 3.
It's crazy, to be honest, because you'll never think nothing like this right here happening in Collierville. You know what I'm saying? You'll look for it to happen in Memphis or, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in Chicago or something. You'll never look for it to happen like right here.
That woman told us her mother-in-law was inside that Kroger when the shooting started and thankfully was not injured. A lot of people were worried about loved ones yesterday, showing up to the store to find out. Our coverage of the Kroger mass shooting continues throughout the morning, but first, let's take a look at weather and traffic.
Isn't it our stretch of fantastic weather will continue right on into the weekend? The only change that I think you're going to notice is that it's going to feel a little bit warmer over the next couple of days. And while, yes, this is a cold front that you see trying to make a run on the Mid-South, the precipitation associated with it will remain well to the north of us. This front's going to kind of wash out as it gets closer. It may briefly bring some northwesterly winds, but it is not packing a punch as far as cooler air moving back into the area. So don't expect any big cool down. Our temperatures are actually climbing climbing. Storm Tracker 3S showing the south and southwesterly flow. Our rain chances will remain minimal as we make our way into early next week. 58 degrees the current temperature. Winds are calm at the moment, but again, they will be from the south and southwest throughout the course of the day. Let's take that tour around town. This is at 5 o'clock this afternoon, showing the sunshine, 78 degrees, and as the sun is setting, if you're heading out on this Friday evening, the temperatures will be quite mild. It'll be very comfortable, but remember, as the sun goes down, it may be a little bit of a chill in the air, so that light jacket or sweater, keep it handy just in case. We drop into the mid and upper 50s at daybreak tomorrow. Saturday morning's weather is looking spectacular. We will start to see that warm up, however, throughout the afternoon tomorrow. We're right back up into the lower 80s for afternoon highs. So we watch as one storm system moves out. The cold front's going to be pushing across the area. High pressure is going to be building in. And again, I mentioned briefly potentially picking up some light northwesterly winds. But as high pressure moves through, you see the quick return of the southerly flow as we head through the weekend. And that's part of the reason why the temperatures will continue to climb across the area back into the low and possibly mid 80s as well. So here it is on the big picture view when it comes to our 7-day forecast. I'm going to go with 79 for the high today, 83 for tomorrow, 85 by the time we get to Sunday. And the key here is if you are going to be up early over the weekend, the weather is going to be spectacular. Clear skies, light winds, comfortable if not cool conditions with those temperatures down in the 50s. And then into early next week, we actually warm all the way up into the mid and upper 80s before that next frontal boundary tries to move across the area. Bring with it. And when I talk about rain chances, they are very, very small. I am not expecting much in the way of rainfall for the next 7 to 10 days. But if we do see some rain, chances are it would likely be early next week with that frontal boundary that's going to help drop those temperatures just a little bit. And I know you have Thursday night football. If we have some Friday night football going on tonight, mid 70s as you're getting underway, about 70 degrees at halftime, and then mid 60s on the way back home. So clear skies, everything is looking fantastic for this evening and for the weekend's weather.
Good morning, everyone. This Time Saver Traffic report is brought to you by your Memphis area Honda dealers. We are still crash-free across the Mid-South. If you're just tuning in, the flow traffic green on our mapping system. Right now over on Bill Morris Parkway, heading inbound between Forest Hill, Irene, and then heading in towards that I-240 interchange. It's clocking at 68 miles an hour for that 10-mile stretch. So looking really good so far. If you're heading outbound, the flow traffic moving just as nice. Here's what it looks like over at Bill Morris Parkway in Winchester. Flow traffic nice and light on both sides. Right over Bill Morris Parkway in Winchester. And then a little closer you get towards that I-240 split. This is Bill Morris Parkway in Ridgeway. Heading inbound, no delays. Outbound traffic looking pretty good.
Corey, thank you. Coming up on Daybreak, we continue our live team coverage of the deadly mass shooting at the Collierville Kroger.
Simone, Quamitra, and Jarita are all live in the field this morning. They will be joining us and bringing us the very latest. Stay with us.
The #1 morning newscast, WREG News Channel 3. WREG in Memphis. This is News Channel 3 Daybreak.
The rear of Kroger is secure and multiple subjects down at the rear of Kroger.
An active shooter situation at a Kroger store in Collierville. Police and first responders raced to the scene.
Here he comes right behind us, starts shooting. And he kept on shooting.
The shooting leaves one person dead and 12 others hurt, and then the gunman takes his own life. The police chief calls it the most horrific event in Collierville history. It's 6 o'clock on your Friday morning. Thank you for being with us. I'm Zanetta Lowe.
And I'm Todd Demers. That Kroger location will remain closed today, and counseling will be made available to the employees. And you may not know this, but Zanetta was one of the first reporters on the scene yesterday and was one of the first on the air yesterday. And we've been trying to piece this together with the timing. You were kind of on your way home. It was a little bit after 1:30, and you noticed right away something was amiss.
Well, you could tell from the urgency of the police officers. That was my first instinct, that something was not just wrong, but really wrong. They were moving so quickly down 385, heading eastbound. I was maybe in between Forest Hill Irene and Houston Levy, of course, where the mall is, on the interstate, and saw a number of cruisers going past me at a rapidly high speed. When I arrived to the scene, this is what I saw. They were securing the perimeter. There were a number of people in the parking lot. People just trying to eventually sort of search for answers, what was going on. There were also people driving up to the scene still at the time as they were securing it. A number of them were family members, loved ones, looking for their relatives who worked inside the store. So there was a lot going on at in a very short period of time, Todd.
And it seems like there was a tremendous response, not only from police, other agencies, but the ambulances as well. I mean, that was just an incredible response.
Absolutely. And we haven't talked a whole lot about that part of this morning. So it was immediate. There were agencies from every single area in this region that were on the scene there. But before I even got to that Kroger, which is at the intersection of Poplar and Byhalia, one of the things that I noticed was ambulances already going in the other direction. So they'd clearly already been on the scene. I counted at least 2 as I was headed in that direction. Again, going north on Byhalia, they were traveling south. That was sort of as you're going over the railroad tracks there, just before you get to the intersection. So it happened really fast, and we now know there was an officer that was already on the scene. So the response was immediate. Really quickly, though, just the thing that I heard over and over again from people standing outside, hoping for good news and wanting answers, just that echoing what Chief Lane said, it was a devastating day for the entire community.
We have much more to tell you about with this mass shooting and Team 3 coverage in just a moment. First, let's take a closer look at what's happening weather-wise for us across the area as we're getting our day started. The weather is very quiet and very calm. We have temperatures that are going to be falling back down through the lower 50s this morning, and then we'll recover back into the upper 70s. But one thing I'm not expecting, rain. Storm Tracker 3S not finding any precipitation across the area over the next several days. So we'll talk temperatures, and as you can see, we're already down to 48 in Covington, 49 Marion, and 54 right now in Hernando. So it is a cool start to the morning. Temperatures will be recovering under the sunshine. We have some southerly winds returning to the area, and that's why the temperatures have been climbing. We're on our way to near 80 this afternoon, and as we head through the weekend, we could see some low and mid 80s. Now, even though we're warming into the 80s, I think it's still going to be very pleasant across the area. Mild conditions will continue here across much of the Mid-South. So, Corey, we do have very nice weather ahead over the next couple of days here in the Mid-South. Just keep in mind we are warming back up through the weekend.
You got it. Well, good morning, everyone. This Time Saver Traffic Report is brought to you by your Memphis area Honda dealers. This time around, we're going to check out the north leg of I-40. If you're just tuning in, we are currently crash-free. We do have over on the north leg of I-40, heading inbound westbound between the 4240 flyover, and then you take the north leg. You're looking about the flow of traffic, looking at 68 miles an hour for that 10-mile stretch. So Covington Pike, Austin P, Hollywood, rounding the bend towards Watkins and Chelsea. It's looking really, really good so far. Here's what it looks like over at I-40 and Chelsea Avenue. So heading in towards downtown, no delays. Eastbound traffic moving along smoothly as well.
Corey, thank you. We continue with our Team 3 coverage of that deadly shooting at the Kroger in Collierville. Jarita Patterson, Quamicha Wilborn, all standing by. But first, we want to catch you up to speed with everything that happened. Our Simone Woolridge is live at that Kroger at Poplar and Byhalia Road in Collierville. Simone, I know you just spoke to an employee who said she hadn't been working there long, but she actually walked up to the store this morning, which is closed because there's still an active crime scene behind you.
Zanetta, people have had several hours to let all of this sink in, and some of the feelings as yesterday remain the same. People are saddened, people are heartbroken, and people have a whole lot of questions this morning. I just spoke with that woman who has only been working at this Kroger since May, but she has worked for the company for about 20 years or so. She was actually on her lunch break when all of this happened. So within the last few hours, she has been thinking about in her head over and over again if she was inside, what could have happened, what would have happened. She also said that her husband was actually the person who alerted her before, and he rushed to the store. She lives around the corner from this Kroger here. So you can imagine some of those feelings. She has also been thinking about her coworkers, her colleagues. She says there are some people who she has not seen, so she does not know if they are okay or if they are even alive this morning. So that's just heartbreaking news to report to you this morning. Taking a look at the scene behind me, the investigation, of course, continues here. Collierville Police Department, of course, still on scene this morning. A lot of squad cars here. And Zanetta, I know you mentioned earlier this morning about some of those unmarked cars. We have seen some of those unmarked cars as well. I want to actually take a couple steps back here to kind of walk you through what happened so we can try to piece this all together for you. So, of course, this investigation far from over. The first call came in about a possible shooting at the Kroger on Poplar and New Byhalia Road in Collierville just after 1:30 yesterday afternoon. Officers were on the scene within minutes, so the response was very quick. And when officers entered the store, they found multiple people shot and employees in hiding. Multiple witnesses report hearing at least a dozen shots. Some customers made it out of the store, and employees had others take shelter in the cooler. Just sad news to report. Collierville Police Chief Dale Lane confirmed 13 people were shot, one of them fatally. And the suspected shooter is also dead this morning, possibly from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So the Chief Lane, he called it the most horrific event that's occurred in Collierville history. ATF and bomb squad officers cleared the shooter's car after finding it in front of the store. Take a listen to this soundbite here.
My past knowledge of these incidents around the country, there have been times where there have been booby traps and things like that.
So that was the Collierville mayor there. We want to also show you this. Kroger issued this statement earlier saying the entire Kroger family offers our thoughts, prayers, and support to the individuals and families of the victims during this difficult time. We are cooperating with local law enforcement who have secured the store and parking lot. The statement also goes on to say the store will remain closed while the police investigation continues, and we have initiated counseling services for our associates to protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation. We are referring questions to the Collierville Police Department. So, of course, this investigation still unfolding this morning. We are supposed to have some sort of press conference, so hopefully we'll get some answers then. But again, a lot of questions need to be answered, and police are trying to do so as they're still on scene in front of this Collierville Kroger. For now, we're reporting live this morning. Simone Woolridge, WREG, News Channel 3.
Simone, thank you. A Mid-South man pulled out his cell phone during all of this chaos as a man on the roof of that Kroger was trying to tell police where the shooter was. Jason Lusk shared this video with us, showing a man with his arms up trying to help police find the suspect. He starts pointing down towards the parking lot as officers armed with guns move closer to the scene. Now, Lusk says he got down when he heard gunfire.
I crawled around to the passenger seat. My vehicle opened the passenger door, opened it, and got my phone out and was able to catch some of the shots on video, and then the police arriving. I stopped videoing at some points because I was in fear for my life.
Now, Lusk was not hurt. He says he never saw the shooter.
One of the victims has been identified as Olivia King. A family member and Collierville alderman confirmed late last night that she was killed in the shooting. King was a regular parishioner, we're told, at her Catholic church in Collierville. A Facebook post says she is a widow and a mother to 3 adult children. Several others are in the hospital this morning after being heard at the store yesterday. Our Quamitra Wilborn is live at the Regional Medical Center where many of those people were taken. In Quamitra, something to note, our hospitals are already nearly full with COVID-19 patients, making something like this extremely difficult for medical staff and, frankly, something our health department director sounded the alarm about.
Yeah, that's right, Zanetta. Just about a month ago, a letter was signed by nearly every emergency department head in the county. It was sent out to Shelby County leaders, and at the time they were asking for an indoor mask mandate. But something very important to note that really stood out in that letter was that in the event that there was a mass casualty or a mass shooting, they feared that if the hospitals did not get a hold on the COVID-19 or if the county did not get a hold on the COVID-19 hospitalizations, they would have a very difficult time. And now here we are, September 24th, just one day after a mass shooting event. 9 of the 13 victims were brought here to Regional Medical Center, the Mid-South's only trauma hospital, and there were helicopters airlifting victims to the hospital, while at least 8 ambulances arrived on scene. 4 of those 9 victims listed in critical condition last night. We spoke to a witness of the shooting who says she spoke to one of the victims who was shot while they were still inside Kroger.
There was a lady that had been shot on the floor. He kept her flat on her abdomen, and I said, "Where are you hurt?" And she said, "In my chest."
We know at least one person was in surgery yesterday after being shot. 2 patients went to Baptist and 2 others went to Methodist. Now, like Simone said, Collierville police, they are expected to have a press conference this morning to just answer some of the questions that everyone wants to know. Why did this happen and how did this happen? Again, a lot of questions this morning, so we're hoping to get those answers that everyone's looking for, just a few of those answers in the next few hours. Reporting live in the medical district, Quamitra Wilborn, WREG News Channel 3.
Quamitra, thank you. Well, you just heard both Simone and Quamitra reference that press conference. We've just learned into our newsroom now that Collierville police will have that press conference at 10 a.m. this morning. So we're hoping to get the latest on this mass shooting at Kroger in Collierville. Again, 10 o'clock, Collierville police say that is when they will hold their next news briefing. Switching gears to more breaking news this morning. A man is dead after a shooting at Memphis's largest employer. It happened at the FedEx employee drop-off area on Democrat Road, not too far from the airport. So far, detectives have released few details about the shooting, telling us a man was shot in the parking lot off Democrat Road, then taken to the hospital where he later died. 2 people have been detained. Officers have not said what led to the violence.
Clear skies continuing across the Mid-South at this hour as temperatures have been falling down through the lower 50s. Storm Tracker 3S not finding precipitation. You'll remember our rain chances will remain minimal over the next several days. So for today, we're talking temperatures recovering back through the upper 70s with the sunshine and the southerly winds a little bit warmer. And as we make our way into the weekend, temperatures are continuing to climb. We're going to talk more about your weekend forecast with a 7-day coming up in just a moment. Right now, though, let's turn our attention to our roadways on this Friday, and folks are getting ready for the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have 2 accidents, so just kind of heads up. Good morning, everyone. This Time Saver Traffic Report is brought to you by your Memphis area Honda dealers. Yeah, we have 2 accidents that you need to know about before you head out the door. For starters, first one's over at Airways Boulevard and Holmes Road. 2 cars involved. We are getting reports of injuries on the scene. So this is on Airways and Holmes Road. Of course, it's just east of Interstate 55. So please slow down and give them the right of way. Another crash working. This one is going to be located right over at Mendenhall and Rains Road. 2 cars involved. No reports of any injuries, but of course, anytime you see the flashing lights, you're going to slow down and kind of check out what's going on. So it's Mendenhall and Rains Road. As always, kind of slow down and merge on over to kind of give them plenty of room to work the accident.
Corey, thank you. Coming up on Daybreak, our Team 3 coverage continues on the deadly mass shooting at a Collierville Kroger. Stay with us.
6:17 is the time now. Welcome back to Daybreak, where our Team 3 coverage continues. There are a lot of questions that are left unanswered this morning about who is responsible for killing one person and injuring 12 others at that Kroger in Collierville. Police found the suspected shooter in the store with what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Last night, law enforcement began searching an apartment where they say that shooter lived, which is about a mile away from that Kroger. Now, our Drita Patterson is live this morning, close to where that search actually happened. Drita, we have a source that's telling us that the shooter may have worked at the store, but not necessarily a Kroger employee.
You're right. So it appears, or what we're hearing, Todd, is that shooter was sort of a vendor working with Kroger. But folks, just behind me is the Madison at Schilling Farms apartment complex. Extremely quiet now. We've seen just a few people coming and going, but it was here yesterday where it was yet another crime scene. We actually witnessed for ourselves, both police as well as agents with the ATF actually searching a unit believed to be where the gunman once lived, where the gunman was living, I should say, from the moment that he opened fire inside the Kroger, as mentioned, about a mile and a half away from where we're currently located. Of course, police aren't saying very much. They don't want to jeopardize this investigation, but we can surmise they were looking for any evidence, any details that can answer, of course, those questions that many have. Again, what motivated the shooting, also if the gunman acted alone. What we do know is he worked inside the store as a vendor, a third-party vendor. He worked in the deli area in particular. Police are telling us that they were looking in the apartment for those clues to again answer many of the questions we all have. We do know there were 44 employees inside, along with countless shoppers. One shopper telling us she thought someone was popping balloons. Another shopper telling us that she saw someone come in with that big gun, as she described it, before he started firing. Take a listen.
This person comes in dressed in black with maybe a shield over her face. I don't know for sure. And I heard pop, 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 and I'm just like, I can't believe it's for real.
Yeah, that's unsettling. More than 40 evidence markers, by the way, were outside of that store. Police have not released the name of the shooter just yet, or what they may have found inside the complex, folks, just behind me. But of course, we'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. We're live in Collierville. Drita Patterson, WREG News Channel 3.
Across the Mid-South, as we're getting ready for the weekend, let me tell you what to expect weather-wise. We have the clear skies, we have the light winds, we have some cool, but dare I say comfortable conditions as we're getting our Friday started. Most locations not expecting to find rainfall as we make our way through the next several days. This is a big picture view, however, of Storm Tracker 3S. I wanted to share with you the remnants of the storm across the Great Lakes, as well as our next cold front that is not expected to hold together long enough to bring us any kind of change in our weather pattern. We may see a few clouds from it later tonight. We may breeze easterly winds, but as far as any kind of big change in our weather, no, we're not going to be seeing that. Our dry, stable weather pattern will continue. Right now we're at 57 degrees. The winds are remaining calm. Some of the outlying areas have dropped down into the upper 40s, like Corinth and Oxford and Dyersburg, all checking in right now at 49 degrees. Here's your forecast for today. We're talking sunshine, 79 for the high. Winds will continue to be from the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Here's what we're looking at as we make our way into the weekend. Today, 79. Tomorrow, we're talking about 83, and then 85 by the time we get to Sunday. But remember, it may be warmer, but it's going to stay dry across the area, so your outdoor plans will remain safe. Heading into early next week, we could be talking about some upper 80s, but another cold front should knock those temperatures right back down. And I know usually when we talk cold front, we talk rain chances, but as you'll see here on the 7 and +3 portion of the forecast, those rain chances for next week will remain minimal. So fairly dry weather pattern setting up. The weekend looks great. The only changes are temperatures are slowly going to be climbing as we head into early next week.
Good Friday morning, everyone. This Time Saver Traffic report is brought to you by your Memphis area Honda dealers. 2 accidents still working, Airways and Holmes Road. That's going to be just east of Interstate 55. So if you normally take the Holmes exit, that first intersection at Airways Boulevard, you're going to be dealing with some flashing lights in that area because of that accident. So that's going to be Airways and Holmes Road. Another crash working. This one's going to be located over at Mendenhall and Rains Road. 2 vehicles involved at that location as well. Of course, you're going to see the flashing lights, kind of wonder what's going on. That's Mendenhall and Rains Road. On the interstate system we've seen so far, looking really good. Green on our mapping system. I-240 inbound westbound between the 4240 flyover. They head towards Walnut Grove, Poplar, Bill Morris Parkway, rounding the bend, heading in 66 miles an hour for that 13-mile stretch. So looking pretty good. Here's what it looks like. High volume of traffic, yes, normal for this time of the morning. I-240 over at Poplar Avenue. Flow traffic looking great on both sides of the interstate system. Rounding the bend towards I-240, Getwell. Flow traffic looking really good if you're heading in towards downtown this morning. The time is now 6:22. We'll be right back.
.25 is your time on this Friday morning. One last time, we want to give you the very latest on the situation at the Kroger in Collierville. Here's what we know this morning. A gunman opened fire at the store. 1 victim died and 12 more were hurt. Police say the suspect then took his own life. The FBI, ATF, and the TBI are all assisting in the investigation. Our crews will continue to work to get answers.
Coverage of this mass shooting at that Kroger will continue.
When we come back, the search continues for answers. Stay with us.